Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to try to do a very quick review of some makeup that just came in the mail, and I just kind of threw on more quickly than I usually would for a video. So I'm practicing keeping these shorter, so we'll see if I can try to keep this one to around 10 minutes or not. So today I just want to talk about the Kylie Cosmetics Nightmare on Elm Street collaboration. So Freddy Krueger being the villain here, and this was the Halloween collection. So we've got an eyeshadow palette, we have some lashes, we've got a gel, lip and cheek jelly stain, and it really is like a jelly texture consistency, and then a lip trio kit for the lip shine lacquers, and there's 3 shades in there. So I did do my makeup literally just now, right before this video. I'll zoom you in. So a couple of things to talk about before. I'm gonna roll my sleeves up so I can do some swatches. A couple of things to talk about the collection. So this bundle, this is all the products that came out. You were able to get this for $90 when it launched. They also had a PR package, which was this really cool box that had like the VHS tape box, like inside of another box. It was really, really cool, and I was hoping to get it to display it. I'm not even a fan of Kylie Cosmetics. I have a few things. I think the quality of her liquid lipsticks are really good. I like her lip liners, her highlighters. So I guess I do like a couple of things. But basically, normally I'm not like rushing to purchase from this brand. I purely did this because it was a Halloween collection and the movie was Nightmare on Elm Street, and, you know, celebrating Freddy Krueger, of course. So that's why I bought it, and the reason I wanted the PR box was because it had that vintage feel, especially with that VHS box. But the PR box was, I think, $175 or $185. And literally all you were getting were these 4 items and then the packaging. And I know a lot of times in the past she signs her PR packages, which is why people will pay a lot of money for them, but she didn't sign this one. So I literally have no idea why you would pay that much, unless you really wanted that packaging, why you would pay that much more just for those outer boxes. Again, it's very well done packaging, but like, I do not want to spend that much money just because I want added packaging. So I thought that was really not great and not so good. Now, I was surprised by this collection. So the 2 things that I thought I would really like, one of them I liked, one of them I didn't. The thing that I thought I would hate, I really liked. And then something that I thought was just kind of my everyday average product, I ended up not liking. So I'm going to give you my honest reviews. This is based purely on me doing a first application, the look that you see here. And so I'll swatch and briefly talk about everything. And if you have any questions, you can leave them down below at the end of the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is the thing that I hated the most, and that would be these lashes. So the lashes come in this super cute container. You can see you've got Freddy Krueger outline there, and it slides out like this. And you'll see that there are still some pieces in here. So that was my problem number 1. I thought these were regular strip lashes, which is what I 100% prefer. I have actually never purchased these little mini, I don't even know what you call them. Is it on the box? I don't know. Anyway, they come off into these little 4 pieces. And so technically, if you take the time to apply all 4 pieces, you would get the effect of a strip lash. But the amount of time that it took for me to apply the 4 that I have on my eyes right now, not worth it for me. Now, it could be user error. Like I said, I don't use these kind of lashes. But I just felt like this was not good, and like I have no use for this. So literally I'm gonna just pop this back in here tonight. I'm gonna take these 2 little pieces that I have on my eyes off, stick them back in here, and I don't think I'm ever gonna touch this again. So honestly, this is probably gonna be one of those things that I keep in my collection for the packaging and have nothing to do with that, with the lashes again, because they were just not doing anything for me. So if you look at my eyes, you may be able to tell on the outer corners that I have them. I feel like you can kind of see a little bit of lengthening on the ends. But the thing that I liked about this was that with little small pieces like this, I was thinking it would be really easy to do an eyeshadow look with no eyeliner, and the lashes still could look really natural. So that's why I didn't use like a winged liner today. It's just the eyeshadow and then, you know, black and red in my waterline. And again, I think that did work. So if you're looking for that, like where you want to have, you don't use like wing liner and you want a little more natural, you may be into those. But for me, that's just like, those are a hard no-go. I'm not interested in those at all. So next I'll shift into the thing that I used next, and that was the little lip and cheek jelly stain. Also, I got my braces. If you didn't know, I've been waiting for that for a year, so that was super exciting. But anyway, back to the point. So it comes in this little box. Again, the packaging is adorable. There's 2 little handprints on the inboard here, of the inner cardboard, which is just super, super cute. I really like the weight to this. So it's a little jar. It's like a yellowish tan color. And it, like I said, it has some weight to it. So like it feels expensive. It feels like a nice product. I really thought I was going to hate this. I thought I would use this just for the video and then I would probably give it away to someone. But I loved this. So as you can see when you open it, it literally looks like jelly. And it feels like jelly. The texture of it is definitely jelly. And so, like I said, I did my face about an hour ago. If you look on my hand, you're going to see there's a stain right there. And it kind of blurs out a little bit. That's from literally where I dipped my finger into the pot, put it on my back of my hand, and kind of rubbed it out. One side of my face I used a brush. The other side of my face I used my finger. I thought both applications worked well. I think it was a little bit darker with the finger application rather than the brush, so I think that's just up to personal preference. Personally, I think I would use a stippling brush when I apply this. That's what I did on one half of my face. And if I wanted it to be darker, I would just go in with 2 layers using the stippling brush because I just felt like I had more control over it. The reason that I like this, so first of all, no scent to it, which I know a lot of people ask if things are scented. There's no scent to any of the lipsticks, the eyeshadow, this jelly cheek stain, no smell at all. Completely vegan and cruelty free. The fact that it's vegan is great because there are a ton of red tones. Obviously this is a bright red color here, and it's still vegan, so there's no use of carmine in the products, which is great. And they're very pigmented. So I don't know if you can tell as much with the cameras, but I just feel like this gave such a pretty natural looking flush. Like, I like that she included it because it kind of looks like blood, so it fits in with the theme for Halloween and, you know, the movie and Freddy Krueger. But for me, this reminded me of like when I'm a little kid and I'm imagining like Snow White and her cheeks being flushed with that really soft but still kind of a bright red color. That's what this, I feel like this gave me, which again, doesn't really fit with this collection at all, but I get it. And I would buy more of these. So I like this enough that if she comes up with more shades in the future, I would definitely pick them up. Again, I haven't tried it on my lips yet, but just really, really impressed with the fact that it went on so nicely. And I have to say, I went in with powder bronzer and I put concealer under my eyes, powder under my eyes. So there was powder like this whole section and then on my cheeks. This blended right over the top of powder of my foundation. It didn't move any of my makeup around at all, not even slightly. So huge fan of that. I think a lot of people are maybe put off by the jelly consistency, but if you trust me, I'm telling you, try it. It really, really worked out well. I haven't tried it on bare skin, like on my face, but I bet if you're someone that does natural makeup, you don't wear foundation, for example, you would also love this product as well. So highly recommend that. Definitely no on the lashes. The lip kit. So the lip kit is 3, and these are Lip Shine lacquers. Love the packaging. This is like his face, like Freddy's face. Looks so cool. And you know, the colors that they picked, I was okay with. So there's like a true bright red, and then there's the color I'm wearing now, which is supposed to be the darker color, and then there's like a pink flesh tone. So here's what we're looking at. You see the packaging is amazing with the blood stains, and then the lid, of course, has the Kylie X Nightmare on Elm Street. So the one that I'm wearing is called Never Sleep Again. And I have to admit, the names on everything, like in the eyeshadow palette and these, are really, really good. If you're a fan of the film, you'll like the names that were selected, I think. But here's the first one. So that's Never Sleep Again. This is the darkest one. This is the one that I'm wearing now. I thought I was gonna love these, and I don't like them at all. I think I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna give them an opportunity, and I'm gonna try some like trying with a lip liner. What you're seeing now is I just went straight out of the bottle with the wand to my lips. And what I found is that it's really thick, which I normally don't mind about lip glosses, but it took me forever to actually like spread it across my lips and then like fill in like my natural lip lines. And so it took forever to apply, and I feel like if I'm going to put that much time into an application, I want something super opaque. So I think that for me personally, if these had been 3 liquid lipsticks in the Kylie formula, I would have been through the roof, excited, loved it, great. But the formula is just not for me personally, at least so far. I am going to try it over liquid to matte lipsticks and over a lip liner and see if maybe that helps me to like it better. And obviously I haven't given these other 2 shades a chance, like actually on the lips yet, so I'm still going to give those a chance. And I'll swatch these other 2. So the red one is called Elm Street. This is what the wand looks like. I did enjoy the wand. It's very thin, flat, so it was easy to create the lines of your natural lip line. So I'm gonna swatch this one here, not to get on that stain from the cheek stain. So yeah, just kind of like your traditional red. It does pull a little bit pink on my skin tone, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I wish it was like a darker red or something, but again, that's okay. And then finally, this flesh toned pinky color, which is called Only a Dream. I like this color, and I get why they included it, because I think it's kind of like the color of Freddy's skin, like under his scarring. So it fits to me with the film and the theme and everything. I just don't know how much I would wear this because I don't really like the formula. But anyways, so there you have it. So you've got the darker burgundy or bright red, and then this like fleshy, let me put this down, a little fleshy colored, oops, pink looking one. My opinion on that, so what I would have done if I was in charge, which would be my dream, right, if I was in charge of a collection like this, especially for Halloween with a horror movie. But what I would have done differently, sorry, I'm wiping these off. What I would have done differently, I would have made these liquid lipsticks, or I would have done like a lip gloss, a liquid lipstick, and a bullet lipstick, and had a variety of textures maybe. The other thing that I would have done though is I definitely would have included a non-traditional lipstick color. So it's Halloween. This is going to appeal to kind of, I think, the alternative crowd. And, you know, again, these shades are great that come in the trio. I would have liked to see a really dark green. I would have liked to see a black, you know, a red that's so dark it almost looks black. Something like that gives you, if you want to go for like a gothy or an alternative look, you're able to do that. I feel like the two reds in here are similar, like they're both reddish colors. So not necessarily how I would have done it. I personally wouldn't recommend these unless, one, you like these colors, and two, you're a big lip gloss person. But for me, these are a pass too. So pass on these, pass on the lashes. But the gem of the collection is definitely the eyeshadow palette. I cannot say enough good things about this. So the eyeshadow palette is stunning. These are her reformulated shadows, and they go on amazingly. They're buttery soft, they're pigmented, they blend out with a brush, they blend out with your finger. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So the packaging on this is also great. You've got the background that's like Freddy's sweater. You've got the claw ripping through. You've got the name of it, and I just think that that's great. Again, this one is also, as all the products are, vegan and cruelty-free. When you open it, I do appreciate too, it's like the scarring of his face on the inside of the packaging. Palette comes out, and it's going to have the same design as the cardboard box. On the back, you are going to have the names of all the eyeshadow shades, and I think they did a great job choosing the shades. And then to show you the inside, so obviously mine, you can tell, has been used because I literally just used it. But this is what it looks like. So you've got some flesh tone colored, you've got a nice dark red, you've got some shimmers, you've got that dark green in the bottom corner. And I just found, I obviously didn't use all the colors for this look today, but the quality was insane. So on my eyes today, I'm gonna, I guess I'll just go through in order and swatch them. So I'm gonna start up here on this, and I'm gonna go down, and then the next row down, and then down. So our first shade here is this matte kind of cream color, and it is called Face Your Fears. And that one is not showing up very much. I'll do another one, but on my skin tone, you can not see it very well, but it's just like a creamy shade, would be good for blending colors out. The next color is a shimmer called Elm Street, which I think that was the name of one of the lip glosses. So I think I would have changed that. I wouldn't have the same name twice. That's just my opinion. But here's this one. It's just like a really pretty champagne shimmer. Really reflective, and that's the color that I have in the center on my lids today. This next color is kind of what I would expect most people would go in for their crease color. It's that brown taupey color, and it's called Alive But Dead. Really buttery soft. Really, really like it. And I'm doing this like I have arm hair, right? So like these are really pigmented to be going across like on top of my arm hair. And then our last one in that row is a color I didn't use today but was really excited about for the future, and it's called I'll Be Your Nightmare. Love that name. And it is this ridiculously gorgeous, like glittery, shimmery, bronzy brown. Just gorgeous. Swatch is amazing. So now we're going to go into the next row. We've got another shimmer called Stay Up Late, and it's kind of a peachy, maybe flesh tone kind of color. And I do think the color story the color story fits with like the imagery of the film, and especially like the colors and imagery specifically around Freddy Krueger. So here is Stay Up Late. Another beautiful shimmer, very, very pretty. Wipe my fingers off really quick. Okay. I'm actually gonna, let's switch to this arm so I've got clean fingers over here while these other fingers dry from this makeup wipe. So the next one is another one that I think would be a good transitional shade. It's just a peach matte color, and it's called He's Coming. Again, buttery, soft. I mean, the shadow, the formula, the options of shades. This is just a phenomenal palette in my opinion. The next one is called Come to Freddy. Another shimmer. I did not use this one today. Come to Freddy, gorgeous. The shade that's next is a matte burgundy, beautiful. It's actually what I put under my under eyeshadow today, and this is probably one of my favorites in the palette. It would just, it's matte, but actually the swatch here doesn't look that good. It looks kind of patchy on my skin, or on my eyes I should say. It went on beautifully, blended out beautifully. I didn't have that problem where it's like a really dark burgundy red and then you start trying to blend it and it turns pink. Didn't run into that issue with this color. So that may be one of those shades that like swatches weird on your skin but like is okay on the eyes. And then our final row here, last four, is this really pretty, again, it's kind of like the pink liquid lipstick, like a flesh toned pinky, mid-tone pink, maybe a little salmony color. It's called Don't Fall Asleep. Another one probably that would be good for your crease. And then the next color is one that I did use today. It's my favorite, definitely, in the entire palette, which is called Springwood High. Love that they had one named that. I feel like that's a deep cut to like have the name of the high school. And this one is just a glitter one. I don't really know how to describe the texture of this. It doesn't feel like a pressed glitter to me, but it's got glitter particles in it, but it sticks and adheres on its own. I did not need to use a glitter glue today. So what you're going to see on my eyes right now is I went in with a matte red that I'm going to show you the next shade. And on top of that matte red, I did this glitter color. And you may not be picking up on camera as good, but in real life, I mean, it just sparkles. It's stunning. The first thing I thought of was like, this would be a beautiful red for holiday palettes. Sorry about that. I had to let my cat out. He was scratching out the door. So as I was saying, that glittery red is just beautiful, I think, for holiday looks. So I think if you pick this palette up with the color story, it's going to be really great for fall. You can do some really, if you want to do dark reds for Halloween, or for, for me, I'm going to wear those every day. But you have a lot of neutral tones, so you can definitely do wearable looks, as people say, with the palette. So I feel like it's really versatile in that way. And the color story is very fall, very appropriate. But then with these beautiful shimmers, I think it shifts into holiday season really, really well, especially with that red glitter. That's going to look beautiful on top of things. I think you could even do a lip that was matte or something and then just tap it on top of your matte lipstick. Be beautiful. Anyway, last two shades. So the other shade that I used today is this just completely matte red. And it was stunning. So again, I feel like these feel a little dry when I'm doing them on my arm, but on the eyes it went on great. No fallout. I used a kind of a round, kind of fluffy, not super fluffy brush, and just kind of packed it on and then very gently buffed it out. Never turned pink on me. It kept the true color of red. And again, for this to be a vegan eyeshadow that's this red and this bold and this pigmented, that's phenomenal. So highly recommend that. And then the last shade in the palette is the darkest shade, which is that really dark green, which is called Gonna Get You. And then the red shade I just did, so this red shade right here, was called Rad. Sorry, not Rad. Bad Dream. Rad Dream would be funny for this, but anyway. So here's the green. And this is, again, beautiful matte green, pigmented. I think it will go on great on the eyes. I haven't got a chance to use it yet, but I'll definitely use that in the next look that I do. And again, that's why another reason I think of Christmas. So I think that this could very easily be a holiday palette if you want to go the really traditional red and green route for your eye makeup for the holidays. So again, I think that if you pick this up now, you're going to get great stuff for the fall. I think you have the potential to have some great stuff for the holidays. you're going to have just lots of options. And all those nudie mattes, you could do everyday looks with those. So I think it's a really great palette. I highly recommend it. I think this is my favorite palette to come out. I don't know if I would say the whole year. You know, there's been some good palettes, but this is definitely my top palettes to have come out. I know I'm going to be reaching for this for the rest of the year. And the fact that finally we have something horror themed makeup wise that's not like cutesy. Like, you know, I love ColourPop's 2 Hocus Pocus collections, but they're a little cutesy, right? So this feels more like grown-up horror, adult horror, and I really appreciate that. And I really wish other brands had come out and done this. I'm still waiting for a good brand to do an official collaboration with Universal Monsters. That would be my dream makeup collection ever of all time. Nothing could ever top it. But I was just so happy to actually get something for Halloween. Again, that was like a good, real scary horror movie. I love that it's an older movie. It's a classic, throwback. I'm really impressed with the packaging and this whole entire collection from Kylie Cosmetics. So just in a nutshell, again, I said this was going to try to be 10 minutes and I've literally hit 20, so I apologize. Definitely not a fan of the lashes. I would pass on the lashes. The packaging is cute, but other than that, I see no reason to buy them. The jelly lip and cheek stain, awesome, surprised me. Really excited to continue using this and try it on the lips. The lip kit, I don't think it's poor performing. It's just not for me, I would say. The colors are not necessarily for me. The thickness of the gloss was not for me. But if you're a lip gloss person and you like these colors, then I think you would be super happy with them. The packaging is gorgeous and it has a really, really nice wand. So I feel like the wand makes it so much easier to apply, even though I did discuss having a difficult application. If it didn't have such a nice wand, it would have been even worse. So if you're into lip glosses and you like the color story, maybe check those out. I don't see where they're sold individually anywhere, so if you commit to getting one, you're going to have to get all 3 basically, so that's something to consider. And then finally, my favorite thing, just talked about the palette. 10 out of 10, love it, love everything about it. Highly, highly, highly recommend this, especially if the color story speaks to you. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry it's still not been super fast. I will continue to work on this and try to get faster as I go in the future. And if you want to see a tutorial or me do another look with some of the darker colors or use any of the other lipsticks, just let me know. I'm more than happy to do that for you. Have a great day and I'll see you later.